True here in Los Alamos, in the high desert of New Mexico where the government had developed the atom bomb. It was hard to imagine being vulnerable to a virus that was thousands of miles away. And so we ended up being underprepared. I had a long conversation with the assistant director at Los Alamos Emergency Department about masking and other protocols. And it was in that conversation that I think I infected him with COVID-19. At the time, I felt perfectly fine, and I didn't have any idea how sick I was about to become.
Los Alamos, это Калифорния. Один из самых продвинутых в плане исследований городов. Часто про него слышу. Вообще это 35-минутный 3D VR экспириенс, видео про ковид. Вначале сначала красивый такой фон был, а потом начали появляться просто вот эти частички, а потом мы начали видеть, что это, типа, они имеют коронообразные наросты. Как будто постепенное заражение в заставках. Я так понимаю, слева это большая клетка, а это вирус. Как интересно. Конечно, так биологию изучать в 100 раз интереснее было.
So I think I got COVID on this very couch. I think when you and I were hanging out on the couch for about an hour, 2 or 3 days before you got symptoms is when the transmission occurred.
And I got it from my girlfriend, Billy, who had no symptoms. And when I had it, I only had a pretty bad fever for about a day, and that's it. And I kind of just thought it was a flu or a cold or something.
But I could tell you had way more than a flu or cold or something, because you were getting increasingly more withdrawn. You were going downhill. 5 or 6 days in, your mood really shifted significantly, and that really made me scared.
And right when that was starting to happen, we decided that we should probably take you to the hospital up to Los Alamos because Mom was nervous about you sleeping through the night and yada, yada, yada. And so we pretty much forced you to go.
I mean, essentially kicking and screaming.
It was an intervention.
Yeah, I didn't want to go. I'd spent years in hospitals on overnight shifts and 24-hour shifts, and I had a kind of PTSD about all the loneliness associated with that. And during the COVID epidemic, I knew I was going to be completely alone.
PTSD is like a post-traumatic something syndrome. What? Да, так интересно еще раз увидеть все эти американские улочки, надписи.
My family didn't want to be responsible if my condition at home worsened. I knew that at that point during the pandemic, there was not much a hospital could do for the COVID-19 infections. I also knew that